Right, we should be live, guys. Very welcome everyone here. Let me see. We're going to talk about mining today. Let's see here. Bam. Very welcome everyone. Very welcome. Right. Let me remove this. Now I need to find the comments as well. Awesome. Okay, I see everyone writing. Very welcome, everyone. We're going to talk about mining. We're going to discuss different aspects of mining and some misconceptions about mining. And this is going to be interactive. I'm going to ask you questions, you're going to answer, and then we're going to talk about it together. Thank you everyone for joining this live stream. I'm very happy to see all of you here. Neela Fisher, hi. I'm a Wombat, hi. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Of course, that's how we roll. Hello from Brazil. When does it start? It starts right now. We have already started. Great to see you, Mo, as well. Very welcome everyone. So how are you doing? I have a Mac, can't mine. Okay, how is the sound? Is the sound good or bad? Please tell me, how is the sound? Hello, Prosper today. Thank you everyone very much for joining. I'm here in Stockholm, Sweden currently. But on Monday, I'm going to Singapore and I'm going to Block Show Asia where Kungsholmen, yo, Reapern, nice to see you. So I'm going to Singapore on Monday. I'm going to talk at Block Show Asia. I'm going to moderate Block Show Asia as well. Hello from Edinburgh, hello from London, Pakistan. Sound perfect. Okay, so I'm going to Singapore on Monday, gonna talk about Bitcoin scaling at Block Show Asia. Guys, I would like to meet you. So in the comments or in the description, you can find the Facebook event that you can join if you wanna meet. And then we can figure out some kind of place we're going to meet. I'm thinking outside the conference. We could start there. And then move from there. Okay, someone told me from Ukraine that microphone should be higher. I mean, I can hire it. Hello, Ukraine, Jamaica. Appreciate the knowledge. No sound here. But I think the sound is working because majority of you said okay, just let's get into it, guys, because I only have 30 minutes. So that's the thing. So we will just keep rolling. So okay, first of all, I have a very simple question, or maybe it's hard, I don't know. I think it is actually hard. What is this city? Can anyone tell me what kind of city is this? And now I'm going to wait for the chat to catch up. Volume is low. Okay, let me try to gain it, because my my problem is always that it is overgained. The sound is working, sound is good. Okay, hello. Okay, so now I need to. Okay, now I hear some answers. Okay, it is Stockholm because a Swedish guy recognized it. Ripper, and congratulations. Okay, so this is Stockholm. This is what we have as the background theme today, and yeah, this is Singapore, and and this is the slide where I should have told you about the Singapore event. Okay, let's get into mining. Here's our interactive part. What is the purpose of mining? Who can tell me this? What is the purpose of mining? Why do we have mining? Because mining, I think it's one of those, misunderstood or not and not really understood concepts. So what is the purpose of mining? Now I'm waiting for the chat. I think it's like 30 seconds behind. Do you know? City looks good. What is the purpose of mining, guys? Let's take a look. More secure, yes. Mining to get consensus, to secure the network, process transactions, prevent double spending, to secure the network, verify. Okay, so get rich. That's why we have mining. Mining stands for securing the network. All right, proof of work. We need mining for heat in in the winter. Secure the network with the hash algorithm. Yes, explore the validate transactions. All right, so many of you have this correct. Many of you know how it works. So mining is used to secure the network. The main purpose of mining is to secure the network because we have no central server, we have no government, we have no central bank. So all these transactions, they need to somehow be secured. And so mining secures the network by giving everyone an incentive to be honest, because you as a miner, you spend this energy, you spend this hardware, you invest so much money, and of course you have your skin in the game by doing so. So that is how you tell the network, guys, I am honest because I've spent all this cash, I've invested into all this equipment, and therefore I am honest because I want to get the reward. Because if I am dishonest, I will not get the reward. And that is the beauty of this whole system, that everyone is honest because everyone profits from being honest. So that is completely correct, that mining is used for securing the network. Okay, moving on. What is ASIC and what does it stand for and what does it do? To show off to chicks and not get laid, all right? IOTA, no mining, decentralization, valid transaction. Okay, guys, what is ASICs? What do they do? Also, I want to check how many people are watching currently. Let me see how I can do that. What is consensus? Consensus algorithm is, for example, proof of work. Asynchronous, not asynchronous. What does ASIC stand for, and what do they do, guys? But miners is okay. Let me mute that. I'm gonna see the number of people. Okay, almost 300 people. That's insane, guys. That's insane. That's so many. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate that. Okay, so what is ASIC? Application specific? Yes, application specific integrated circuit. Correct. So it is application specific. Assholes Incorporated. Are you Danish? No, I'm Swedish. Hardware specific for mining. ASICs make the Chinese people rich. Okay, right. So when we mine, what you can do is that you can have software that is running this mining algorithm, but it's a lot more faster if you have this whole mining algorithm implemented as a hardware. And so that is why it's called application specific, because the whole circuit, like the whole chip, the only thing it does electronically is to run this mining algorithm on the hardware. And this is how mining basically works nowadays, that you have this ASICs and people are mining with ASICs. All right, moving on. Okay, this one is interesting. This one is very interesting. Let's imagine that Bitcoin gets 10 times more users. Suddenly we have everyone joining Bitcoin and sending transactions and starting using this network. So how much more hashing power is necessary in mining when we have 10 times more people? What is the relationship between the number of people using the network and the amount of computers we need to have in this amount of hash power we need in mining? Okay, someone says none, that we do not need. There will be need. Someone says that you should have 10x more miners, 10x more hashing power. Someone says square. Someone says Jonathan. I know exactly who says. Jonathan says square. Janice says that it will be 10 times. No more is needed, says Ghost Hacker. Like 10 squares, says Jonathan. Okay, so there is no relation. That is the thing. And that is what media gets confused. I mean, I read these articles sometimes that tell, Bitcoin is using so much electricity. And it is true, Bitcoin is using a lot of electricity. And so then they continue in the article. Imagine what will happen if 10 or 100 times more people start using the network. What will happen to mining? How much more electricity will be needed? But the thing is, there is no connection between the number of users and the number of electricity and the amount of electricity you need to spend in mining. So as we talked about before, mining is used to secure the network, and it doesn't care how much transactions or how much, you know, how much activity is going on. This mining process is separate from the number of users, and that is the first misconception. Like, the network today, the current security of the network can handle 10 times more users. It can handle 100 times more users. And the scaling issue doesn't have to do with the amount of hashing power you have. The scaling issue has to do with the architecture, like the block size, or if we should have Lightning Network, and so on and so forth. While the hashing power is disconnected from number of users. Although we need to keep in mind that if Bitcoin price keeps rising and it is profitable, more and more profitable to mine, and we also need to keep in mind that the mining reward is decreasing. But if Bitcoin price is rising like crazy, then of course more people will want to mine and will want to be a part of the mining network. And so therefore, I mean, indirectly, the amount of users can increase the price, thus increasing the number of people who want to be miners. But technically, there is no connection. All right, moving on. What kind of effects does SegWit have on the on the mining industry? This one is interesting if someone knows. Energy will be free. What is a block? All right, we can talk about that. What is? I will write this question down. We can take it after the. What is a block? Okay, guys. What kind of effect does SegWit have on the mining industry? Missed the question. Let me see. Okay, Michael says none. Dividing the community, says Jonathan. Miners receive less fees for miners. It's process transaction quicker. I'm a Wombat. Double the block size. Oh, prevents ASIC boost. So yes, so the answer I was looking for is that it prevents ASIC boost, which is this patented technology. I mean, this is something you need to keep in mind when you see other scaling alternative. Who has some kind of agenda? Who wins if either of the scaling propositions go through? So in case of SegWit, we have this situation where ASIC boosts are not longer a benefit as they were before SegWit. So something to keep in mind as well. And basically, I wanted to tell you as well how the mining process works. And so you can think of it in this way, that there is a block of transactions. If let's imagine that we are a miner, you and I, we're a miner, and we listen to transactions, and then we put those transactions into a block, and other miners, they will take other transactions. It doesn't necessarily mean that every miner takes exactly the same transactions and puts them in their blocks. I mean, we can put transaction ABC, someone else can put transaction A, D, G into their block. And so all the miners, they create these blocks. But in order to submit a block, to mine a block, we need to prove that we have our skin in the game. And so how do you do that? We do that by spending a lot of electricity. We do that by investing in mining hardware. And so what do we actually do with this investment? Well, we need to guess something called the nonce. And this is basically you can think of it as a number. And so we are guessing some kind of number that we call nonce. And when we take our block and we hash it together with the nonce, the whole idea is that this hash that we get should have a certain amount of zeros in front of it. So we may try the nonce, that the nonce is equal to 1, and then we hash it together with all of the transactions, and we get some kind of hash, and we look, okay, how many zeros does this hash start with? And then we repeat that until our hash has enough zeros to begin with. And when the difficulty increases, it means that our hash needs to have more and more zeros at the start. And so this is what we mean when we talk about mining difficulty, because it is more difficult to get a hash that has more zeros in front of it when we are guessing. So we need to guess more times. So what the miners actually are doing, they're just guessing this nonce. They're guessing this number, and then they hash it and see, okay, what kind of hash do we get? And does this hash have enough zeros? And there is really no other way than to guess to solve this issue. So sometimes people say that miners solve these cryptographic puzzles. In reality, this puzzle is the world's most stupidest puzzle, because it's not really a puzzle. It's just guessing. You guess, you hash, you see, okay, how many zeros. And as we mentioned, when the mining difficulty increases, you need a hash that has more zeros. And of course, the question is, why is that? Why is it harder to get a hash with more zeros? Well, because there are just fewer hashes that have more zeros. I mean, let's imagine that we have a number, or let's imagine we have a range of numbers. So we have a range from 0 to 1,000, like this. And so if you just close, and so imagine you have all these numbers on a list, and they're all scrambled, so it's no order. So you have like 1, then you have 900, then you have 800, then you have 5, and so on and so forth. So you have this list of numbers from 0 to 1,000. They're all in random order. And so imagine you close your eyes and you just pick a number. Of course, if we have a condition that this number needs to have 1 0, it means that you can pick any number from 1 to 999, because all of these numbers would have 1 0 in front of them, right? So you can see this is a very easy mining difficulty. Let's imagine now that the mining difficulty increases, and now we need to have 2 zeros. This means that the only numbers that will work now is from 1 to 99. So now when we close our eyes and we just pick a number from the list, this number needs to be between 1 and 99, or between 0 and 99, right? So you see this mining difficulty. And the same is, of course, if we have a difficulty with 3 zeros, this means that the only valid answers now is between 0 and 9. So when we close our eyes, we have this list with 1,000 numbers. They're all randomly ordered. We close our eyes, we pick a number. It will be extremely hard for us to pick this number, because only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are valid answers. So this is how mining difficulty works, and this is what miners do. They just guess numbers, basically. Okay, let's take a look at the chat. It was a while ago we looked at the chat. 365 viewers. That's insane, guys. We're getting spooned by these forks. I mean, actually, the forks is just boring now. I mean, I saw this Bitcoin diamond fork, and I mean, it's getting funny now, guys. Segwit to X, increase block size, need more. Monero is waiting. Unfortunately, I don't have any more questions. That's the only questions I had. Core team. How Bitcoin core team adjusts difficulty levels. So that is the thing. The difficulty is not adjusted by Bitcoin Core. It is adjusted by the network, because when more and more miners join, they find these blocks faster, because it is just more, the probability of someone guessing this number that needs to be in this certain range is higher. So when more and more miners join, they all guess their numbers. The probability is of course higher that they get a number, for example, from 0 to 99. So the network itself realizes this and then just adds one extra zero. It adds this condition that, all right guys, now it's too easy to guess this number from 0 to 99. So you have to guess from 1 to 9, so, or from 0 to 9. So now your numbers that you randomly pick from the list, they need to be from 0 to 9. So this is how mining difficulty adjustment works. Adjusted by software, yes, it is adjusted by the software. Okay, Raiden Network, that's interesting. So I actually did an interview with Raiden a while ago, but it didn't get published because for some reason they didn't want me to publish it. But the interview was good, and so the whole idea is to have kind of the Lightning Network on Ethereum, and in the first stage, as I understood from their explanation, that nothing will be with smart contracts. It's only transferring value. And so it will be very interesting to see how they will implement this kind of technology, but with smart contracts. So they actually execute software. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I have to go. This is a very, very short stream, but I have a thing in actually 9 minutes. But it was super nice hanging out with you. I think we should do more of these short streams. Also, what did you think about the questions? I mean, I think it's good. I think it's nice interaction that we can have this questionnaires. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, and I mean, yeah, I should do more live streams. I really enjoy live stream because it's it is interactive, and the interaction is gold. Alright guys, that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you are in Singapore next week, let's meet up. You can find the Facebook event in the description below. Subscribe to the channel if you're a new viewer. It's all about cryptocurrency, blockchain. I myself am a software developer. Also, make sure, you know what you should do, to like the stream, to like this video, and also smash that bell button so that you always get the updates. I mean, it's really interesting, you know, YouTube, you think that when I subscribe to someone that I will get their videos, but YouTube will not show me the videos of people who I subscribe to, because YouTube will decide for themselves, should Ivan see this video from this creator that he is subscribed to. But if you click the bell button, you will get my videos, guys. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Be great and have a nice Thursday. Okay, the question is, of course, how I should stop the stream. Let me see. Control room. Stop stream. All right, guys. Goodbye.